I'm David Lenham at the Brentwood Bay Village Emporium with the band Clancy's Front Porch. And it is Tracy Summers, it is Heather Reed, and it is Ray Spencer. And here they are, ready to answer the first question, which is about the band name. Now, Clancy's Front Porch is a hell of a band name, I got to admit. That it evokes so much, lying in a hammock, swinging on that front porch, listening to the crickets play. And for a band that does acoustic music and all those great harmonies, it's just so perfectly laid back. But there's, I understand, a bit of a story to the band name. If you can, let me know.
Well, it's named after our fourth band member, who's no longer with us.
It was a dip downer first question, wasn't it?
Yes, but he was our inspiration. He was my dog of 17 and a half years, and he was definitely a part of the band. And these guys decided, well, we were trying to figure out a name for the longest time, and he, just after he passed, they wanted to name the band after him, so...
Really?
So we had the front porch idea, which was Heather's idea.
That's right.
And the idea was that people would come up and sit on the porch and it would be just a relaxing, kind of what you said at the beginning, a relaxing time. And so we were together practicing and I'm not sure who mentioned it, said, well, gee, we should name the band after, it could be Clancy's Front Porch, and the sound of it was great, and we stuck to it.
It sounds Canadiana, doesn't it? I don't know.
It does. And Clancy himself loved his porch, too. He had so much joy on the porch, so hopefully we can evoke some of that joy in our audience when we're playing.
Nice. That was a good recovery from, really was a downer first question, but it's good to know. Hey, when you say evoking happiness and pleasure, the tight harmonies you guys have really does that, and I think audiences will and are digging it. The fact that it's just one voice on top of another in that beautiful layer. How does one do that? Is it a natural thing? Did you all just meet and go, we're in perfect harmony, or do you work at it? How does harmonization work?
It comes pretty naturally to all of us, I think. And, there's a certain chemistry that also has to happen, and I think we're super lucky in that we all have that chemistry. And when we start working up a song, often one of us will just start singing the lead, and then someone else will kind of jump in, and it'll be just a natural evolution. And then we might listen to it and say, well, we need a harmony here or whatever, or maybe we should switch up the lead, and we kind of experiment. But really, it's quite a natural evolution process. It's not stiff and formal in any way. No, not at all. It's quite fun, actually.
No,
it's quite fun.
There's nothing forced about what we do. We just love playing together, and that's what you talk about, the chemistry. And we just thoroughly enjoy each other as human beings. And so making music is just kind of icing on the cake, really. So, yeah.
Nice. Did you bring different inspirations with you when you were forming this group? Did, Ray was a big metal fan, and Tracy was a big goth, and Heather listened to only Gregorian chants?
Heather and I met at the Shawnigan retreat for the Victoria Folk Club a year ago and a bit. And we hit it off, and the chemistry was instantly there. And Tracy was there as well, but I didn't meet her until later, when these two got together.
You guys kind of connected as songwriters.
Yeah.
Songwriters, yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of the harmony, Heather and I did a thing at the songwriting workshop I did where we started to sing together. And it was just kind of natural. So I guess that's that magic word, chemistry, which we have. And it's kind of hard to explain, but happens. It's nice.
Nobody was ever able to explain chemistry, even in high school. I was bewildered constantly. There were some formulas that might describe you, but I don't know anything about that. But you did mention folk music, and folk music is so wide and so all-encompassing, but what you're playing is folk music. But is folk music really the music of the people, or is it music that's designed to tell stories or protests, or how is your folk informed? Well, that's a good question, isn't it?
Can of worms. You're opening up.
We got 15 seconds. Go.
Yeah, I mean, I think we think of ourselves as folk musicians, roots. We kind of like rootsy folk music, I don't know that we would consider ourselves a political or protest group. We just love good songs, and, whatever speaks to us, we like to play.
Someday we'll roll away the stone we have carried for so long, and all our burdens will be gone, but I can't wait. We will find our way to an understanding of you. we don't know where we are. I believe we'll find a guiding star, but I can't wait. Faith is the final place where all fears have been erased, and the watch are falling from the gates, but I can't wait. Someday we'll roll away the stone we have carried for so long. All our burdens will be